Hi, I am so excited to know more about myself,
who I am, where I came from, where I want to go.
Maybe I'm related to someone famous.
Knowledge is power, so
ready. Let's go.
Whoa, almost 20% English.
East European.
Spain or Portugal?
I love Spanish, so I think that makes a lot of sense.
Indonesia. Ooh, I always wanted to go to Bali.
100% Norway.
Italian.
I love pasta.
6,000 DNA matches? I'm a citizen of the world. You can crown me Miss Universe now.
When we know our history, we can build better on our future.
It's only one human race, right? We're all the same at the end of the day.
We are all brothers and sisters living in the same home, planet Earth.
It's really in our DNA.
Oh my God, I've never seen this. This looks so big.
Thank you. Potato cheese.
Oh, potato. What is this?
Pomegranate, apple, and cayenne pepper.
Are you kidding me?
Now you're gonna be in it. Somebody want this pomegranate?
Welcome to the 70th Miss Universe Competition's National Costume Show. Please welcome your hosts, Andrea Mesa and Nick Teplit. What's happening? A lot. Shalom, shalom. Andrea and I, we're coming at you live tonight from the Miss Universe Dome. Yes, you heard that right. The Miss Universe Dome. Fun fact, we paid a consulting firm 14 million shekels to come up with that name.
Money well spent, if you ask me. In honor of tonight's national costume competition, Nick and I decided to get dressed up a bit. What do you think?
Yes, I like to call this one the Mexican Golden Goddess. And this ensemble here reminds me of my grandmother's velvet couch.
I love it, Nick.
Thank you.
Earlier tonight, all 80 contestants competed in the preliminary competition, and in just a couple of days, they'll compete for the Miss Universe crown. But right now, the pressure is off, and the women can let their hair down because this show is all about having fun.
Absolutely, you guys. The National Costume Show has always been a fan favorite, and you're about to see why. In a few moments, the contestants will come out here, one by one, wearing incredible and sometimes outrageous costumes that represent their countries or cultures.
That's right, and as they walk the runway, Nick and I are going to tell you guys a bit about what they're wearing. And we are also going to throw in rhyme at the end of each costume description, because we are poets.
We are, and as another added bonus, online genealogy platform MyHeritage has provided us with some fun facts about several of the contestants. So we'll be sneaking some MyHeritage family discovery moments into the show as well.
Have you taken one of the MyHeritage DNA tests, Nick?
I did take one of the tests, and it turns out I'm 13% Russian, 22% Polish, and Steve Harvey is my biological father. But enough about me. Let's talk a little bit about our planet, shall we?
Shall we? But I don't know why I don't really believe you, Nick. Well, we only have one Earth, so it's important that we take care of it. Sustainability is very important to both Israel and our 80 Miss Universe contestants who are doing their best part to build a better future. Take a look.
Climate change is everyone's responsibility. and it's time to take charge and become involved in how climate change is affecting our world.
Plastic pollution has become one of the most pressing environmental issues.
Since I was 15 years old, I started volunteer at Salur Organization, which is an environmental organization with the goal of protecting Israel's seas, beaches, and rivers. As I like to say, leave nothing behind but your footprints.
We have a really good system for collecting bottles here in Norway, and you can deliver them on every grocery store and get money for it.
I want to challenge brands to sell refills of their products to reduce plastic bottles and other containers.
Sustainability is our responsibility because it is up to us how we will leave this earth to the future generations.
As a student of geomonitoring, I have done field research to learn about different methods and tools for analyzing environmental changes.
I am an ambassador of Vietnam Solar Energy Park project to encourage the people in Vietnam using the green energy.
It is important that we adopt little changes in our daily habits. For example, in my house, I separate the organic waste that we generate daily because if they are not properly separated, they can cause pollution in our water resources.
As an environmental engineer, I gotta practice what I preach. So at home, I do recycle, but also I have something very interesting, earworms for vermicomposting. It's a different way to make compost using these earworms and producing humus.
My father raised us bonded with the nature. We have been using ancient Armenian-style clay plates and cups made by my father, which are organic and nature-friendly.
Using public transportation contributes to one of the ways that I approach climate change.
We don't need to be perfect, but if all of us takes a small step forward, then it can amount to a big material difference.
We need to do our part to keep it safe now and for future generations.
Yes to sustainable living.
Thank you, Lazada, for being an incredible sponsor, and thank you to Eilat Israel for being the perfect host city. Well, what do you say, Andrea? Are you ready to see some national costumes?
Of course, and the audience is ready too. Let's get to it. The Miss Universe National Costume Competition begins with Albania. This national costume embodies Albanian culture with handmade embroidered geographic details and jewelry that has been in this contestant's family for centuries. This embroidery rules, and so do her jewels. Albania.
Argentina. Made from recycled plastic, this icy costume represents the melting glaciers in her country caused by global warming. It's a reminder to take care of the environment so it can continue to take care of us. As the earth gets hot, she melts a lot. Argentina.
Armenia. This costume represents the most beloved goddess of the kingdom of Ararat, Arubani. Arubani was a goddess of love, arts, and crafts. Armenia believes that the light of love and art will thwart evil and end the wars of the world. Love and art sets her apart. Armenia!
Aruba. This costume represents Aruba's aloe vera. The country's coat of arms even features the plant in one of its quadrants. For 125 years, Aruba has grown the world's finest aloes, which are used in skincare and medicine. You're not shallow if you love aloe like Aruba.
Australia. This costume celebrates Mother Nature. It showcases Australia's vast expanses of oceans contrasted with red earth and vibrant native botanicals. It includes beaded kangaroo paws, motifs heavily encrusted and molded to the figure. Beauty and wonder, away you down under, in Australia.
Bahrain. This costume was inspired by the rich heritage and culture of Bahrain as the pearl diving capital of the Middle East. It symbolizes how a pearl comes out from a shell that is flawed on the outside, but beauty lies within. Just out of her shell, this pearl looks swell, Bahrain.
Belgium. Born in Ethiopia but adopted by a Belgian family, Kedis wanted to celebrate both countries. The body of her costume represents Belgium's flag, but her wing shows Ethiopia's colors. Her DNA is a veritable rainbow of African heritage, half Ethiopian, but also Somali, Maasai, and more. A wing and a feather go perfect together. Belgium.
Bolivia. This national costume was created to help raise awareness of the deforestation facing Bolivia. Known as the Lung of South America, close to 25 million acres were burned in Bolivia in 2020 alone. Her roots run deep in South America, so it's very important to her to preserve her ancestral home. Won't you please stop burning trees in Bolivia?
Brazil. This costume is an ode to the tree that named her country, the Brazil wood, or pau-brasil, a species of flowering plant in the legume family. The Brazil wood is the country's national tree, as well as a national treasure, since it's the largest and most biodiverse in South America. We don't mean to rant, but she's a fan of this plant. Brazil.
British Virgin Islands. This sustainable costume pays homage to the humble crocus bag. In the British Virgin Islands, crocus bags were once used to carry goods. She herself carries traces of her heritage from across 4 continents: Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. Thanks to some creativity, a recycled, discarded sack was fashioned into this wonderful garment. For a fashion hack, try a burlap sack like British Virgin Islands.
Bulgaria. Here we have a colorful Bulgarian fall costume, complemented by ornaments. The skillful and intricate workmanship is seen as a sign of social status. A crown of flowers complements the traditional look. A fitting costume for a Miss Bulgaria whose My Heritage DNA results show strong Balkan and East European lineage. Tonight she shows traditional clothes. Bulgaria.
Cambodia. This costume was inspired by Lakhon Kal, a traditional mask used during theater performances in the Kingdom of Cambodia. The mask is believed to date back to the 10th century. It's no easy task to dress up in a mask like Cambodia.
This majestic costume is made of native materials and showcases the Queen Lioness. Bedazzled with thousands of Swarovski crystals, it features 2 drums that symbolize over 200 ethnic groups. If you like to dress like a royal lioness, see Cameroon!
Canada. Here we have the Mountie, a costume paying tribute to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Canada's national police force represents safety and security, and this modern look was created using silk, lace, and Swarovski crystals. She'll be sure to keep us secure, Canada.
Cayman Islands. This costume was inspired by her country's national flower, the wild banana orchid. It is found only in the Caymans and grows on all 3 islands in April and May. It's quite unique, just like this contestant, whose ancestry traces back to the British Isles and Eastern Europe. When her flower's in bloom, she lights up the room. Cayman Island.
Chile. This look was inspired by the Palomitas from La Ligua, a group of women dressed in white who bake cakes and wave handkerchiefs to potential buyers in passing cars. It pays tribute to enterprising Chilean women. And Miss Chile Universe is an excellent representative of Chilean women. Her MyHeritage DNA results show her roots in Chile go back generation. No one's cranky when she waves her hanky. Chile!
Modified version of a handful. The peony is the national flower of China, and you'll see them featured on the sleeve of this traditional clothing. On the front, you'll notice a pattern of clouds and cranes. Striking a pose in traditional clothes, it's China!
Colombia! Colombia is a land of fantasy with world-class coffee and majestic landscapes. Exalting the beauty of the fictional town of Macondo, this design frames the beauty of the well-known yellow butterflies that are symbols of fantasy and fortune. Emerging from her cocoon to make us all swoon, it's Colombia!
Costa Rica. This look was inspired by the blue morpho butterfly that lives in the undergrowth of Costa Rica. It represents the beauty of Costa Rican women, their bravery and courage to rise above any obstacle. Yes, it's true. This butterfly's blue. Costa Rica.
Croatia. This costume was handmade in Dubrovnik and represents the natural beauty of the area. It consists of 3 components: the Adriatic Sea, the islands surrounding the area, and a cravat, a cloth tie that originates from Croatia. It's her duty to show her country's beauty, Croatia.
In the last 30 years, 50% of all coral reefs have disappeared. This national costume represents the beauty of Curaçao sea life through the burning red fire coral. It promotes awareness of the vulnerability due to global warming. This universality of her message is reflected in her diverse origins from all over Africa, Europe, and Central and South America. Saving coral reefs aligns with her beliefs. Curaçao.
Czech Republic. As a supporter of women's rights, this contestant's costume screams, "I'm one voice, but together we can roar." It shows what it means to have the heart of a lion, which is the spirit of the Czech people. Perhaps it's also a nod to her English heritage because her DNA shows she's 20% English. If you're trying to meet the perfect lion, see Czech Republic.
Denmark. This Queen's Guard costume consists of a recycled red coat, covered with over 2,000 stones and reused gold tassels made from wool. The tall hat is made with fake fur and has a braided gold sheen piece. Recycling is not hard for this Royal Guard. Denmark.
Okay, now we have Czech Republic. This looks more like a lion. All right, as a supporter of women's rights, this contestant's costume screams, "I'm one voice, but together we can roar." It shows what it means to have the heart of a lion, which is the spirit of the Czech people. Perhaps it's also a nod to her English heritage because her DNA shows she's 20% English. If you're trying to meet the perfect lion, see Czech Republic. I think it was better the second time. What do you think?
I think so. Good job, Nick.
Dominican Republic. The sun reigns supreme in the Dominican Republic. It has always been a source of inspiration, art, and industry. The dress was inspired by the golden color of the sun and encourages the world to consider solar energy as an alternative fuel and electricity. It's quite fun to worship the sun like Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. Behold Pachamama, the goddess of fertility. This design was handcrafted without any bird feathers to support the fight against animal abuse. Pachamama is revered by the indigenous peoples of the Andes. With the foul-feather bodice, she's a fertility body. Goddess, Ecuador.
El Salvador. This costume was inspired by a Salvadoran monument representing a peaceful era that has become a meeting point for anti-violence marches. The hands and candles pay tribute to the country's numerous femicides. May the violence cease so she's at peace. El Salvador.
Equatorial Guinea. Made with traditional African fabric worn by her ancestors, This costume highlights the cultural identity of Equatorial Guinea in a modern way and represents empowered women of the Bantu tribe. The suite's colors represent those on her country's flag. These contestants vowed to make her ancestors proud. Equatorial Guinea.
Finland. The idea for this look came from a drawing this contestant made when she was 12. In the illustration, the sun is eating a melting globe, which is on top of an ice cream cone. It's a clever interpretation of how climate change is affecting the world, especially Finland, where her family has lived for generations. Our minds were blown by this ice cream cone, Finland.
Costume pays tribute to entertainer Josephine Baker. She was an activist and feminist who fought for equality between men and women. She was also Jewish and had a real message of peace. This costume does make her look like Josephine Baker. France.
Germany. This costume is inspired by a country that loves, dreams, and believes. Decorated with thousands of Austrian and Czech Swarovski crystals, it features the imperial eagle taken from the German shield as a representation of strength. Adorned with an eagle, this queen sure looks regal. Germany.
Ghana. This green goddess costume is symbolic of Ghana's national heritage. The green gown represents the country's natural vegetation. The headdress is from the Akan tribe, and the sleeves are made from fishing casnet. The ear cuffs denote prosperity. She can't hide her obvious pride in Ghana.
All right, just for kicks, we're going to bring out El Salvador one more time. This time without the mask. It was her task to remove that mask. El Salvador. Great Britain. Emma Rose is a true English rose. Although she loved discovering she's a bit Italian, her MyHeritage DNA results show her strong origins in Great Britain. This costume, shoulder, and headpiece reflect the three national flowers of Great Britain: daffodils for Wales, thistles for Scotland, and roses for England. Everyone knows she makes a great rose. Great Britain!
Greece. This national costume represents Athena, the daughter of Zeus in body armor. Athena was worshipped as the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, strategy, and war. The look comes complete with a shield and spear. You've got nothing to fear. She's got a shield and a spear. Greece.
Guatemala. This recycled costume is inspired by a Mayan goddess and a peaceful relationship with Israel. Guatemala was the second country to officially recognize Israel, and 70 years later was the second to acknowledge Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Israel is fond of their shared bond with Guatemala.
Haiti. Haiti is known as the Pearl of the Antilles due to its natural beauty and biodiversity. The blue and red represent the colors of the Haitian flag, while rhinestones symbolize the gold once found on the island and the treasure that lies within its people. This Haitian girl is a true hidden pearl. Haiti.
Honduras. This multicolored costume represents a variety of things. The green stands for hope, the yellow wisdom, black is for mourning, blue for the goddess of the sea, red for the god of war and peace, and white for wise souls. Her multicultural origins stretch from South America to Finland and Africa to Asia, making this colorful costume the perfect fit. Each color brings different things to Honduras.
Hungary. Our Hungarian contestant is a singer and musician who clearly feels comfortable on stage. Here she is rocking her country's flag in a fashion-forward way because she has a lot of pride in her beautiful country. We don't mean to brag, but she's got a great flag. Hungary.
Iceland. Iceland is known as the land of fire and ice, and an active volcano close to Reykjavik erupted in 2021. Over 20,000 registered earthquakes preceded the event, and more than 140 million cubic meters of lava have been spewed. This fiery and frigid island has been home to her ancestors for centuries, according to her MyHeritage DNA results. Made of fire and ice, and everything nice, it's Iceland.
National costume is a regal and royal visual representation of a woman. While it showcases the royal Indian queen, its mirror and umbrella elements are symbolic of the protective instinct of a woman. This womanly look has us all shook. India!
Ireland. This green and gold national costume represents a healthcare hero. Kat has worked in the nursing field since she was 17 and aims to pay homage to healthcare workers for their service during the pandemic. We're not averse to a wonderful nurse like Ireland. Let's give it up for those first 40 young women. Didn't they look amazing? All right, Andrea, we are halfway through the show. What do you think?
I think there is only one thing more impressive than these costumes. The delegates who are wearing them, they are bold, beautiful, and ambitious. Let's take a moment to discover what it is that empowers these incredible women.
Let's do it.
For me, empowerment is helping out each other. It's also like in a sense of building each other up.
Female leadership is a bridge that we are building to get where we deserve.
Being in great shape makes me feel empowered. And so one thing that I'd get from Lazada is a pair of running shoes.
The thing that empowers me the most is to watch strong women succeed in every aspect in life. in high tech, in business, to watch them become CEOs, managers.
When we feel empowered, we feel motivated to keep moving forward. Lazada has so many wonderful products that we can use to achieve all that we want to in life. For me, I love using journals to keep track of my thoughts so that I can reflect on them and be a better version of myself moving forward.
It empowers me to know that I am an agent of change within my society, promoting values and messages of equality, respect, self-love, and tolerance.
What's empowering me is actually the connection I have to myself. The way I am allowing myself to be my unique me.
I'm a fan of natural beauty and I love doing what it takes to enhance your natural beauty. Something on Lazada that helps me feel empowered and helps me achieve my goal is moisturizer, skincare.
I have been inspired many times in my life through different women that were amazing in engineering or music.
I advocate for women's rights by taking part in social events. We should no longer face discrimination and violence. We are all equal.
So when we empower our girls, we empower our society. And what's better than that?
So, next time you run into a young girl, ask her, what does she dare to be?
All right, are you guys ready to see some more costumes? I can't hear you. Are you ready to see some more costumes? Okay, then let's fire up with the hometown delegate, Israel.
Designer Shai Shalom proves that any material is sustainable for the fashion industry with this recycled dress made from thousands of old coins. The look is reminiscent of scales, fitting because the fish is an auspicious symbol in Israel tradition, a culture that blends Ashkenazi with Sephardic Jewish roots, just like Noah's origins. It was her wish to become a shellfish. Israel.
Italy. The great star, popularly known as Stallone, is a five-pointed symbol that has represented Italy for many centuries. It dates back to a time when Venus, associated with the West as an evening star, identified the Italian peninsula. My Heritage identified more than just Italian heritage in her DNA, revealing roots in West Asia. You'll go far if you're a rising star like Italy.
Jamaica. Southern Jamaica's Saint Elizabeth, or Saint Bess, is the inspiration for this national costume. It celebrates the rich resources of the parish and region. Appleton rum, white sugar, and pepper trim, to name a few. Even richer is the tapestry of regions in her DNA: Europe, Middle East, and Africa. She must confess, she loves Saint Bess, Jamaica.
Japan. With deep roots in Japan and throughout Asia, Juris is celebrating the incredible Japanese Harajuku fashion culture with this costume. She's also saluting Eurovision Song Contest winner and Israeli pop star Netta, who honored Japanese culture by wearing a kimono on the world stage. A shout out to Netta doesn't get any better. Japan.
Kazakhstan. This traditional Kazakh costume is rich with natural ornaments that display respect for local flora. The red color of the dress symbolizes fire, and the hat is encrusted with gold and precious stones. You'll obsess over her fire dress. Kazakhstan.
Kenya. This mermaid gown was inspired by sustainable living. The dress features cutouts of her favorite flowers, the top is made from eco-friendly fish leather, and the midriff is texturized by recycled material from the sea in the colors of the Kenyan flag. Many threads are woven into the fabric of her heritage, which can be traced across 5 continents. For what it's worth, she loves the earth, Kenya.
Korea. Here we have Hwangwon-sam, as the queen wore it during the Joseon dynasty. The dress is embroidered with gold-colored thread and takes years to make. The big wooden headpiece shows the power and dignity of the queen. We've never seen such a powerful queen. Korea.
Kosovo. This traditional costume has been modernized for the present day. Considered appropriate attire for a wedding, this black and gold outfit is something every woman in Kosovo would be proud to wear on her special day. The marriage between modern and traditional Kosovo is a perfect fit for this contestant, whose DNA shows she has strong roots in the region. She's Balkan with a Greek and South Italian mix. When she weds, she'll turn heads. Kosovo.
Laos. Behold the golden land of Champa, a look inspired by the national flower of Laos, Dog Champa. The costume is symbolic of the unity of the nation, a place where kindness can be found throughout the golden land. It sure is grand to depict a golden land like Laos.
Malta. Oh, she's coming down the center. This surprised me. This costume here symbolizes the famous statue of Malta Triumphant, a strong and powerful woman. It also celebrates September 8th's Victory Day, commemorating big moments in Maltese history, including World War II's fascist surrender in 1943. She'll celebrate on September 8th, Malta! Come on, Malta, who's going to clean up that mess? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hold for a second to clean up that Malta explosion. Are you guys excited for the telecast? Andrea, your reign is coming to a close. Are you sad?
Why do you have to remember me that? I have a lot of emotions mixed. I am super excited about Sunday's show. I am enjoying this so much, having so much fun. Look at all the ladies with the costumes, they're amazing.
Incredible.
Yes, but at the same time, you know, ending this chapter of my life, this amazing chapter that changed my life, it's hard, obviously.
It is, but someone will replace you. It's going to be one of these 80 women, Who do you guys think is going to be the next Miss Universe? One of you is right, probably. Look at these flags. Wave your flag proudly.
I love that. Oh, look at that. Look at the flag.
Oh, yeah. I see you, Thailand. I see you, Israel. I see you, Puerto Rico. France, I see you over there.
Ecuador over there. Oh, from the Philippines on this side.
Oh, there's the Philippines over there. What's up, Philippines?
Oh,
USA?
Mexico.
There's Mexico.
Los amo.
Some of these flags I don't know. I'm just going to be honest, Andrea. I have no clue what flags these are.
Just yell country.
Yell a
names,
country?
Yeah.
Zambia. Do we see Zambia?
Yeah, a lot of people from Venezuela over here.
There are some Venezuelans. Wave your flag if you're from Venezuela. All right, let's hear it for our amazing team of sweepers that are getting rid of Malta's mess. Come on.
Thank you, guys.
We are just one moment away. Round of things to stall about. All right. You guys ready to continue this thing?
Okay, let's do it. And here we have Mauritius. This eco-friendly costume is a tribute to the handicraft workers on Rodriguez Island, a Mauritian territory. The products they make are found in the local markets and are an attraction to the booming tourism industry of the island. With the greatest style on the entire isle, Mauritius!
Okay, Andrea, you may have heard of this next country.
I think so, mi México lindo y querido. The inspiration behind this costume is an ancient Aztec culture and the great people of Mexico. Covered in porcelain pearls and crystals, the look is tied together with dyed feathers from the birds of the region. Her heritage ties together her Mexican lineage with Mediterranean origins from Spain, Italy, Greece, and North Africa. This Aztec queen demands to be seen. Mexico! Morocco. This velvet green kaftan is a color of Islam and symbolic of Morocco's advocation for peace. The traditional look represents elegance and royalty, and the 12th century jewelry takes us back in time, while putting forth the country's history. She's a lovely queen in a caftan that's green. Morocco.
Namibia. The largest solar sea salt company in sub-Saharan Africa is located in Chelsea's hometown. This costume is an ode to the hues of the pink salt and the flamingos that embody her country's culture. We really think that Chelsea loves pink. Namibia.
Nepal. This costume pays tribute to the balance with nature, incorporating ethnic symbolism found in Nepal's three topographical regions of mountains, hills, and plains. The impressive three-branch headpiece completes the look. Give her a ring if nature's your thing. Nepal.
Netherlands. Female athletes deserve more attention for their greatness and accomplishments, and female Dutch athletes have proven themselves unstoppable. They are Olympic champions and world record holders, so this costume is a tribute to them. This contestant carries Dutch pride in her DNA too. She has deep roots in the country. She's won the gold, or so we're told. Netherlands.
Nicaragua. This costume is a tribute to the creator of ceramics, Gregorio Bracamonte, who is originally from Nicaragua. He dedicated his life to the rescue of pre-Columbian designs carved in clay. I believe it's quite clear she's a ceramics pioneer. Nicaragua.
Nigeria. This costume pays tribute to the strong will of women who reach their goals. It was inspired by a masquerade that celebrates Nigerian heritage and the strength women possess. This is this contestant's legacy as well, as she has very strong Nigerian heritage. If you're a woman who's strong, then you'll get along with Nigeria.
Norway. This national costume was inspired by Norway's winter landscape. It features a white feathered collar representing snow-covered trees. This contestant designed the entire outfit and even glued the crystals onto the bodysuit herself. She would know about all things Norway based on her MyHeritage DNA results. She's a Norwegian as they come. If you're looking for snow, you need to go to Norway.
Panama. In 1940, public buses known as Chivas added an upgrade to Panama's transportation system. The buses were painted the national colors of blue, white, and red, and vinyl ribbon tassels adorned their rear view mirrors. It's no fuss to be dressed like a bus in Panama.
Paraguay. Feast your eyes on this Paraguayan hummingbird, the Mainambi. The costume features a convertible dress with double wings, illuminated with LED lights. It uses recycled fabrics and emphasizes sustainability. Haven't you heard? She's one tall hummingbird. Paraguay.
Born at the foot of a volcano and representing the strength and courage of Peruvian women is this Queen of the Andes. She's honoring her flag and city by bringing the world a message of unity and peace. It isn't a drag to honor your city and flag like Peru.
In Philippine mythology, the Bakunawa is a dragon that swallows the moon and causes eclipses. The golden lunar dragon, seen here, is Bakunawa's final form and a metaphor for this contestant's personal evolution. The mystery is solved. This dragon has evolved. Philippines!
Poland. This costume was inspired by Polish folk culture. The top is a decorated, embroidered white corset, and colored stripes adorn the outer part of the dress. A flower wreath headpiece completes the look. If you like Polish looks, this is one for the books. Poland.
Portugal! This jewel costume is inspired by an iconic folk tale in Portugal, the Rooster of Barcelos. The bird symbolizes faith and hope, values synonymous with those raised in this country full of hard-working people. My Heritage reveals she has strong roots in Portugal, with a dash of Scandinavian, North African, and Nigerian. If your faith needs a booster, check out this rooster. Portugal!
Puerto Rico! This creation is a tribute to both Mother Nature and the Puerto Rico dance, Bamba. It carries a message of awareness and conservation as bottles, caps, and plastic bags were transformed into art and musical elements. Taking a stance on conservation and dance, Puerto Rico.
Romania. This costume honors Queen Mary of Romania, the granddaughter of British Queen Victoria. She came to a foreign country at a very young age and fell in love with the Romanian people and their heritage. She was the greatest queen they've ever seen in Romania.
Russia. The Tatars are the largest ethnic minority group in Russia, and this creation is based on the costume of a famous Tatar queen. It is a modern interpretation of a classic outfit, which includes gold sewing, velvet, lace, and silk. This modern creation is a regal sensation.
Russia! Singapore. This costume includes her country's familiar landmarks, recent notable incidents, favorite foods, and pop culture references. Everything is set into a map of Singapore and in the national colors of red and white. Let's all clap for this modern map of Singapore.
Slovak Republic. Veronica's colorful heritage stretches from the Adriatic Sea to the fjords, and her stylized costume is decorated with stones and features her country's colors. Inspired by Central Slovakian folklore, it is decorated with embroidery you'd see in the region. The vests are still being worn there today. It's the best when you wear a vest like Slovak Republic.
South Africa. This white bodysuit, complete with subtle printed feathers, serves as a base for the arms, which are covered in white pheasant feathers to transform Miss South Africa from a contestant into a dove of peace. Her heritage also represents the coming together of nations across Africa. A pheasant feather can bring us together in South Africa.
Up next we have Spain. It's been 95 years since the death of Spanish architect Antonio Gaudí. This costume was inspired by the architect, as the contestant has transformed into the salamander from one of Gaudí's most famous works of art in Barcelona. Sarah's MyHeritage DNA results point to origins in the north of Spain, not far from Gaudí's. It looks like a wizard turned her into a lizard. It's Spain.
Sweden. Representing her deep Nordic roots, this contestant is paying a regal tribute to the Royal Kingdom of Sweden. In honor of the 70th Miss Universe and 70 years of diplomatic relations between Sweden and Israel, it was designed by Israel's own Aviad Herman. She still is loyal to those who are royal. Sweden.
Give it up for Thailand. Muay Thai, or Thai boxing, is a traditional martial art you'll find throughout Thailand. This costume and hand wrap is crafted with elaborate tri-collar woven rope that symbolizes the unity of the Thai nation. Her costume is as unique as her ethnic mix, which spans from the Far East all the way to the British Isles. It's pretty dope to box while in rope like Thailand.
The Bahamas. This costume is a tribute to the first indigenous people of the Bahamas, the Lucayans. The Lucayan women were known far and wide for their beauty, but more importantly, for carrying on royal lineage. This contestant still loyal to natives who were royal. The Bahamas.
Turkey. This dress is an interpretation of traditional Turkish culture, which many credit with creating the first rugs, fabrics, and carpets. The golden yarn is an ode to the sun, and the dress was hand-woven by a Turkish designer. This contestant's origins weave Turkish heritage with elements from Central Asia, Italy, and even China. We'd like to stress, it's a hand-woven dress. Turkey!
Ukraine. The beauty of Ukrainian embroidery inspired this costume. The frame skirt is decorated with embroidered hoops. The corset was made from natural wicker, and the background symbolizes the traditional Ukrainian towel. If you like to embroider, you shouldn't avoid her. Ukraine.
Elle is ready for her close-up. This leading lady is dressed up as a Hollywood Golden Globe, complete with a gold cap and ensemble. She's all glammed up and ready to walk the red carpet. She's on par with an A-list star, USA.
Venezuela. The orchid has been Venezuela's national flower since 1951, a symbol of a woman's grace, beauty, and femininity. This flower served as the inspiration of this costume. The large white orchid is set on a 3-foot structure. If you're looking for a flower as high as a tower, see Venezuela.
And finally, let's hear it for Vietnam. Bon Tet is a delicious dish that nourishes the heart and soul. Made with purple rice and wrapped tightly in banana leaves, it's a communal dish that has nurtured many generations. That purple rice tastes oh so nice in Vietnam. Well, what'd you guys think? Who was your favorite? Hello, Vietnam.
You look amazing.
All right, we just saw 80 accomplished women in 80 out-of-this-world national costumes. What a night, huh? How about a hand for my fantastic co-host this evening, your reigning Miss Universe, Andrea Mesa.
Thank you, Nick. A big shout out to Lazada, the port city of Eilat, and of course, to MyHeritage for providing facts about so many of our contestants this evening.
Absolutely. And remember to check your local listings, time, and tune in to the Miss Universe telecast. It's airing December 12th, live on Fox. Be sure to follow Miss Universe on social media and let us know which of this year's contestants' costumes were your favorite. Thank you and good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you for joining us.
I think it's important that we give back this festive holiday more than ever because COVID has taken so much from us, and I think where people are lacking, we have a duty to give.
Gifting is liberating, and it shows the commonality that all us humans have, and that is empathy.
Giving essential supplies, holiday gifts, and even volunteering my time are just some of the ways I love to give back to my community and make people happier.
This is a season in particular that I feel it's so important to make people not only feel loved and joyous, but also seen. As a result of this, I volunteered at my local shopping centre as one of Santa's little helpers.
So I appreciate the Salvation Army who we can count on every holiday season. And so if I'm able to individually impact someone one kettlebell at a time, I feel great joy from that.
Hello guys, this is Herbia and it's pageant season again. And also we are celebrating the season of giving. Once again, I just want to say thank you Lazada and Rich Prime Global Toys that now we can give away 100 toys to the children of Save the Children. Good luck to all the contestants of the upcoming season of Miss Universe. I know, guys, that you will have the same type of learning, the same type of experience that will mold you to become the woman that you can be for other people.